For this week, though, gotta go do it again, and gotta have a great week of practice and really just prepare our ass off, and so we can go into the game on Saturday confident, and then the results will be what they are.
Wisconsin's defense obviously has given you guys fits in the past. What are the keys, I guess, against that three-man front and linebackers coming from all over the place?
Yeah, I think. Primarily, just looking back at 2020, our most successful offensive, year against them, or game against them in the recent, memory. Just thought we ran the ball effectively, and we were able to hit some big plays, which is important against this defense because they're very stout. They're very hard to run against. They're very, I'd say, similar to our defense in a sense of that you have to earn it all the way up and down the field. They're not going to beat themselves. They're not going to blow coverage. They're not going to leave anyone wide open. You got to execute on them. You got to execute every play down the field if you expect to score points. So that's a challenge, but that's what a great challenge. You can't ask for much more. Playing a really good defense, going to be in front of a great crowd. At home it'll be fun.
How early on did you know that Caleb could help you guys this year?
Pretty early. Just I remember. I think it was our first practice of fall camp. We were inside because it was storming, and we're wearing shells, so we're not wearing pads. And he's like running through guys, and which is kind of an unwritten rule of like what you don't do because you don't want to get like bust a shoulder doing that. But just the fact that he was able to do that, I remember when he came back to the huddle. Yeah, Spence, look like I'm running hard. Look like I'm running hard. Like, yeah, it does. So that was a pretty early tell that he had a right attitude and just a physical guy. But until you do it in a game, it's all just kind of potential, right? The production's the main thing, and obviously that Nevada game was kind of his first time getting significant carries, and he's done a really nice job since then.
How have Spencer at the communication up front, especially for a team like them, because they do twist, they're very gap sound. They kind of come from different places. But what do you guys do to kind of prepare for something like that? Because everybody's going to have to shout, "Hey, Herbig," or whatever his number is going to loop in and all that kind of stuff. I mean, and is that different or more enhanced even than what normally would happen?
Yeah, I think what it starts with having an understanding of why they do what they do and what they're trying to achieve, and also have an understanding of for them, right, like third down and their nickel packages are a lot different than what they play in base. So our guys up front need to know what to expect when they're in base personnel 3-4, or if they're on a 4-down front with their nickel in, because you're going to see some different pictures. Third down especially, right? You're going to get their exotic pressures. Similar to some NFL style stuff, but it just begins with understanding. It's just of what they're trying to achieve. When they're plugging the inside backers and dropping the outside backers, why are they doing that, and vice versa. And then once you go from there, it's just studying the looks and making sure everyone's on the same page. And that's the race we run. That's the race we've been running since Monday morning. And if we the better we run the race, the more successful we'll be Saturday.
How is John Budmeyer? I know he was a big talking point back in March. How has he kind of helped the quarterback's room and has changed kind of the way you do things? 8-9 months now, or whatever it's been, 8 months.
Yeah, I know he and Brian have a lot of communication. He can't work with us, but he and Brian are constantly communicating, I think, and there's definitely a good amount of influence there. But yeah.
But positive though, right? Like,
yeah.
You guys have a high opinion of him.
Yeah.
In terms of what he brings to the table.
Yeah, I know Brian has a lot of appreciation and a lot of respect for John and just what he can do and his knowledge base and that kind of thing. But yeah.
Do you feel like the last couple of weeks have been kind of what you envisioned? Like quick read, short passing game, turning into big plays, that type of thing? I'll sprain an ankle here.
Yeah, I think our efficiency has been pretty good last couple of weeks. In every game's going to be different just with how you want to attack schematically. Purdue just gave us some opportunity just when they pressured to make those short passes into long runs. A lot of blitz one behind it, so everyone's manned up. Northwestern was mostly quarters. It gives you isolation throws on the outside, where it's really a corner on an island or whoever, a safety on an island on a tight end, whatever it may be. So every game's different, but you want to be efficient. I wasn't 65% completion percentage. That's like that's our benchmark. That's what we shoot for every week. We didn't reach that last week, and there's variables each week on whether you get there or not. But yeah, just efficiency in everything we do, and that doesn't mean just throwing a bunch of bubbles and screens. You gotta send the ball down the field, but just efficiency.
John grew up in that system, going up against that Wisconsin defense. How can he help you guys this week, Budmeyer?
He's obviously, like you said, he has familiarity with it. So I know he's helping Brian quite a bit. Maybe just in some things but really, we have a good understanding of him too.
Yeah.
He's been Coach Leonard's been there for a while, so there's not going to be many surprises of how they're going to line up. But yeah, John's a great resource for Brian just in all that.
When you look at